Good evening, viewers, and welcome to today's edition of the news. First, a look at the headlines. India enters the last leg of Lockdown 3.0. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to address the nation at 8 p.m. today. States to be given more flexibility and strategies to be formulated to fight COVID-19, CM says. Traditional heads submit a 6-point memorandum to the government with regards to the apprehensions related to COVID-19. And East Khasi Hills Traffic Unit collects a whopping amount of 16 lakh as fine for violating lockdown protocol. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the nation at 8 p.m. tonight. The address comes a day after Modi chaired a meeting with the chief ministers of all states over the lockdown imposed due to COVID-19 pandemic. Prime Minister has asked the states to share a broad strategy by the 15th of this month as to how they would want to deal with the lockdown regime in the states. In the country during the last 24 hours, the COVID-19 cases climbed to 70,756 and death toll rises to 2,293 in India. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma said that the state government will have to submit a report to the centre on its plans and programs of defining the different containment and economic zones in the state. Talking to reporters after a 6-hour-long video conference with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and other chief ministers yesterday, Sangma said that the Prime Minister said each state should figure out a way to move forward. Stating that there is likely to be much more relaxation and freedom, Sangma said that in all probability states will be given more flexibility of taking their own decisions as far as starting economic activities and declaring containment zones is concerned.
Second is not the same in the third, and therefore the definition of the word lockdown itself is something that is, I should say, very dynamic. So now what we're going to see is that I think the correct word to use is restrictions. So therefore we are going to see a lot more relaxation. We're going to also see a lot more freedom and flexibility being given to the states to decide what economic activities to start, which areas to define as containment zones or as red zones or other zones. So you will see a lot of flexibility being given to the states.
The Sinjuk ki Nong Sanchar Shillong ka Bri Uhneutrep submitted a 6-point memorandum to the state government. The memorandum was submitted to the Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong and Health and Family Welfare Minister A.L. Heck. R.L. Bla, SKN-BH General Secretary, said that they have apprised the government about the fear psychosis in the minds of the people in going for treatment for other disease, since they feel that hospitals in the city have been identified as COVID-19 hospitals. According to him, the government has clarified that presently only Shillong Civil Hospital and Tura Civil Hospital has been identified as COVID-19 hospitals. The other issues raised by R.L. Bla was bringing back of stranded people. Bla said that the state government is waiting for green signals from the MHA for special flights and trains to facilitate the return of those who are stranded.
So we have sought a clarification that the government should come out to the public to let them know. And we have been made to understand that Civil Hospital Shillong has been identified as a COVID center. So in our state, we have 2 civil hospitals, that is Tura Civil Hospital. And first priority should be given to those people who are stranded, who have gone for medical treatment, like CMC Velo, and different parts of the country also, in different hospitals, they are stranded. So the problem right now for these cases is that the state government is awaiting the green signal from MHA.
Safety of the people and to stop the spread of coronavirus in the state, the Shillong Traffic Police has taken stern action against lockdown violators and in a mere 2 months has levied fines amounting to a whopping 16 lakh rupees. Speaking to DD News Shillong, Superintendent of Police City and Traffic Unit Bikram D. Sangma informed that in a period of 2 months, the district Traffic Police have collected the amount from those who violated COVID-related protocols and will be deposited straight to the state government. Marak said that the police not only impose fines but also give awareness about the relevant laws. He also clarified that the circular regarding plying of odd and even numbered vehicles does not apply to Shillong agglomeration.
So during these 2 months, we have detected cases around 2,442 cases detected, means those violators, I mean. Then an amount of more than 16 lakhs within this period of 2 months has been compounded. This one we have to directly deposit to the government. Okay. Wherever our traffic duty personnel you will find, we are not only checking on the violators, as well as we are giving the awareness. Regarding the plying of vehicles, see, people are misunderstanding that odd number, even number distribution of vehicle per day, as per the order which has been brought out by the Deputy Commissioner. People have a confusion that they can ride along in the Shillong city also, but it's not that. That arrangement has been made only specifically for the rural areas, not for the Shillong agglomeration areas.
A total number of 3,030 students and workers have returned to Meghalaya from the various parts of the northeastern states. Talking to reporters yesterday, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong said that the state government has received 3,030 students and workers. Tinsong said that the registration is open till the end of this week and so far around 8,000 plus students and workers who want to return have already registered with the government. The second phase of bringing back those stranded throughout the country will take place once the train and flight services resumes.
About 8,000 numbers of registration, and we have taken a decision. Once the train services and flight services resume, those who plans to come back to our state, number one, the protocol number one is they have to go through the rapid test in the respective entry points.
Students who were undergoing coaching in Kota, Rajasthan were brought back to the state. The Allen Career Institute, in collaboration with the Government of Meghalaya, Government of Rajasthan and the Bihari Welfare Association, were involved in bringing back the students. The protocol was followed and the students were screened and asked to quarantine as per COVID-19 prevention procedure. The district administration has allowed 50% vehicles to ply across West Khasi Hills district from Monday. All passenger vehicles have been asked to run with 50% occupancy. As per the government instruction, vehicles bearing registration number ML06, 06A and ending with 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 were allowed to ply on the first day, and vehicles having ending numbers 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 were allowed to ply on the next day. Local taxi drivers from Nongstoin told that they are plying on the road as per the rotation basis, where they carry only 3 passengers, 1 in the front and 2 others in the back seat. Alfred Mirthong, President of Nongstoin Regional Local Taxi Owners and Drivers Association, said that they are ferrying passengers as per the protocol given by the government and social distancing was also maintained.
Distinction kebangiwan adu ha kejata kebangiwan.
The NSS unit of Reboy College, in collaboration with the NSS unit under NEHU, distributed rice and potatoes along with soaps and homemade masks prepared by the NSS volunteers to the households in the adopted village of the NSS unit in Umskun village. A short awareness program on COVID-19 was conducted where the trained volunteers demonstrated on how to make homemade masks, hand washing and on social distancing. Other campaigns such as display of posters in the vernacular language issued by the government of Meghalaya were also pasted in and around the village by the volunteers to raise awareness on hand hygiene and social distancing. And before we wind up, a look at the headlines once again. Alright, so viewers, that's all we had for you in today's edition of the news. Thank you very much for joining us, and from all of us here, it's good night.